hope you've been enjoying your night so far. I know I have. Woo! Yeah. For many of you that don't know me, my name's Anna. I'm one of the maid of honors today. Um, so Alyssa has been a pretty special person in my life. She's been my best friend for 20 years now. We met when we were 8 years old on the first day of third grade. I remember meeting her very vividly because it was my first day of school, and I decided to tap this little girl's shoulder with a large amount of thick, curly black hair standing in front of me. And when she turned around, I noticed tears running down her face. I later found out it was Alyssa's first day of school at a new school, as she had just moved from Skokie. This image is ingrained in my mind because it reminds me of how young and innocent we were when we met, and how that moment led to this day, me standing here by her side at her wedding. That moment led to one of the best friendships I've ever had, and probably will ever have. Alyssa and I were pretty much inseparable since then. Neither of us could explain why, because we could not be more different. But nevertheless, I will always be grateful that it has worked out for us. So what can I say about these last 20 years? All I can think of are the big lessons she has taught me throughout my life that has led me to be the person I am today. First and foremost, she taught me what it means to be a good friend. Alyssa has been my rock, a person I can always count on, and the companion that has walked with me in every stage of my life so far. She's felt my pain through times of stress and rejoiced with me through times of my success. She truly believed in me and my dream of becoming a doctor one day, with taking the entrance exam several times and applying twice. I won't forget the motivational cards, the gifts, and the uplifting gestures she gave me through that challenging time. It was only right to have her be the first person to know when I was finally accepted. Secondly, Alyssa taught me the value of working hard towards what makes you happy. She's always been a dreamer, and someone that takes that dream and makes it a reality. Whether it's getting her master's, becoming the healthiest version of herself, or getting that job that she wants, there's really no limit for her. And last, and my favorite lesson of all, is finding joy and choosing laughter in the small things. It's no secret that Alyssa enjoys a good laugh. She quoted in my 16th birthday card, she said, "Anna, you're my best friend. When you laugh, I laugh. When you cry, I laugh." And that's what best friends do. It's safe to say she's been the comedic relief that I've always needed and will most likely forever need. Amar, my friend. It's so relieving to say that the qualities I love about Alyssa I've seen in you, which is why you two complement each other so well. I've been truly fascinated at watching your relationship throughout the years. I couldn't find the words to describe the relationship until I randomly came across this quote by Will Smith. It sounded kind of off at first, but then I realized how true it was. He said about his wife, "Her happiness is not my responsibility. She should be happy and I should be happy individually, and then we come together and share that happiness with each other." Watching Alyssa and Amar has made me realize how important it is to focus on your own passions and keep creating your own goals in order to be the best self you can be for each other. Whether it's Alyssa preparing for a half marathon or Amar starting his podcast, you two have been each other's support and companion throughout your greatest achievements. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. All I want to say is thank you to Amar for giving Alyssa the life partner she deserves. And thank you to both of you for bringing joy to the people around you. We're all proud to have you in our lives. The world is a better place with you two in it. Congratulations.
Okay, so Anna's speech was like beautiful, and mine won't be like that. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rena, and I consider myself the bride's best friend. I met Alyssa in high school at a church conference, and since then we've kept in touch. We used to spend at least 5 hours on the phone talking about Lord knows what on weekends, and what 14-year-old girls talk about. In fact, when my parents got the huge phone bill in the mail listing all the people I've called and the durations, they were convinced I was dating someone in Bensonville. So yeah, Amar, before you, it was apparently me. Years quickly passed by, and we've been through life's highs and lows. Birthdays, graduations, and now weddings. And Amar, I'm excited to have you a part of them too. I remember the first time Alyssa told me she met Amar in school. She texted me saying, "Rena, this guy is so cute. I want to sit next to him all the time." And here you are sitting next to him on your wedding day. I'm not going to get too sappy because it's not in my nature, but reflecting on your relationship, I think a huge theme is the word time. A few days ago, Alyssa was telling me how time was not in her favor because of a pandemic and feeling like their life was on hold. I bit my tongue because I felt like that was not the case. Time was in your favor. If you didn't decide to pursue your MBA at the moment you did, I don't know if you would have crossed paths with Amar. If a global pandemic never happened, you wouldn't have had the most unique preparation for marriage, being forced by Governor Pritzker to spend time with Amar at home. And most importantly, I wouldn't be knocked up and sober at your wedding. My point is, life and marriage may not be exactly how we envision it. It can be better. Trust in each other and God, and I do believe everything will always happen for a reason in the most perfect way. Anna and I are honored to make the first toast of the evening, so everyone grab a glass of whatever.
To Amar and Alyssa, we wish you a lifetime of joy and laughter.
And to Amar, Alyssa is officially not our problem. Cheers.
Good evening, everybody. So, five of us will speak a little bit, but I'll start off here. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jerry, one of Amar's best friends, a roommate for some of the most memorable years of my life. I first met Amar through my younger brother, Jimmy, and after all these years later, it is safe to say he is the third Korean brother. So while we were roommates at the great DePaul University, shout out to all the DePaul alumni out here, I know you're out here. I felt an instant connection to Amar. He was always making me laugh. I always felt how supportive he was. Amar was always there for me. My favorite memory with Amar was our midnight cereal rendezvous. During some of my college years, I would want to eat cereal during the late night hours. Since Amar's room was right next to the kitchen, I would creep into the kitchen with a flashlight because I didn't want to wake him up. I would be fumbling around trying to get the cereal and milk all together when I would see the kitchen light suddenly come on, and Amar would poke his head through the door and whisper, "Jerry, is that you? Cereal again tonight? I'm with it." Just like that, and a few bowls of cereals later, I find myself laughing the years away with a best friend. Amar is the definition of a great friend. Thanks for pushing me over the years to become a better person and to always put family and friends first. Alyssa, in the beginning, I always knew you as Andre's sister. But then I got to know you more after you and Amar became close, and you are definitely your own person. I love how anytime I see you, you always have so much positive energy. You're always happy, and I love that. You and Amar are perfect for each other. Amar and Alyssa, I'm so happy that we are here to celebrate your wedding. I wish you both all the best, and I'm so happy to witness the start of your new family life. Amar, I know you love it when I say this, but this is all amazing, and well done, brother. Well done. Congrats to you both. I'll pass it off to Steve.
What's up, guys? So I really don't have much of a speech. I have really only 3 words for you. I love you. And I'm just gonna keep it at that. You guys are amazing people, best people in my life, and you guys really mean the world to me, and I appreciate it. I wish the best for you guys. And I'm gonna hand it off to Sally.
What's up, buddy? What's up, Alyssa? You know, I still remember when Amar was trying to holler at Alyssa during Anju's wedding. I think it succeeded. We can all say that. But Amar, you've been a brother and a best friend for countless years. Alyssa, you're a sister to me. I can't wait for more adventures, more double dates, and more slap the bag moments. But I'll keep it short and sweet. A love story, at least a convincing one, requires three elements: the lover, the beloved, and the adventures they have together. I can't wait to see all the adventures you guys have together. Love you guys.
What up, guys? Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Selwyn Zachariah, and I've had a day. You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a party and a half for these two right here. Let's give it up for the bride and groom, baby. All right, okay, cool. All right, as long as that's done. But Amar, I wrote a bunch of things that I wanted to tell you and Alyssa. And I kind of just looked at it again and I just said, you know what? Screw that. I'm just going to tell you guys what I feel, honestly. So, Amar, you've been an amazing person in my life, man. You are one of my best friends, and you've taught me so much throughout our friendship together. And today, when I was standing there looking at you while you were getting married, and I was like, damn, he's got me in some feels right now, you know? I just see this guy, and for those of you who know Amar, he's a guy that's so focused, you know? He's a presence when he comes into the room. Oh, damn, I broke the rank. All right. He's a presence when he comes into the room, and when he was standing there, he was in his feels moments, and I was like, man, he loves this girl, you know? And that's something that just sits in me, and I just say, oh my God, dude, like, you bring positivity to everybody, no matter who it is, what age group. Only positivity, 69, baby. Only positivity podcast right there, right? Shout out over there. But Amar, you know I love you, right? So, Alyssa, you know, the first time I've ever met you, right, was the time we were in a dance party, and we were like, oh, yeah, hey. Amar's like, dude, I'm gonna... Hello? Okay, I'm gonna invite this girl to this place. She just told me to come to detention, right? So and I was like, all right, okay, cool, fine. Sorry, guys, I ruined it, but all right, we were going to detention, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Like, that just sprung up out of nowhere. But he comes there, and he's like, oh, he's like standing over there looking at the door, and then comes back and does this like, you know, like whatever Amar does, and then all of a sudden he looks back again, and then comes back in and goes, and then she walks in, and he was just like, all right, screw you guys, sorry. I cut myself out. Screw you guys, I'll talk to you later. But just at that moment, I saw something special, because you bring out something from this guy that's, you know, that was needed. You know, he's an amazing person, but you complete him. And I want to thank you for that. I want to welcome you to the Reed Squad. We're all here and ready, baby. We're ready to party it up. All right, to the bride and groom. I'm going to cut it at that.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Hey, can we get a congratulations day applause? Hey! All right, for those of you who don't know me, I'm one of Amar's best friend, Ibrahim Bagasrawala. I just wanted to talk about, I know Amar wanted all of us to talk about, you know, I'll give a little speech. I don't know what he was thinking, but so far the Reed Squad has been pretty nice to him, so I'll try to keep it at that. Just a little bit, I'm going to talk about how I met Amar essentially. Back in college, we started off in accounting, and from day one, essentially, we started to connect, and we were really, really close. We did almost everything together. We worked out together. We went to accounting class together. We did almost everything, from start to finish, essentially. The biggest thing that I learned from Amar was, how to find a balance in life. I was this kid that was super focused on school, and I wanted to, find that balance. And when I met Amar, he showed me that you can actually have a good time and be successful in life, essentially, in that way. So to me, I'm super grateful for that. Had it not been for you, I would not have met these amazing people. So thank you. Honestly, I am super happy for both of you guys. Alyssa, you have such an amazing heart. You push Amar to do things that are out of his comfort zone. You make him run 10K marathons. Honestly, had it not been for you, I would not have run that either. So I love you guys. But honestly, congratulations, and I wish you the best of life and everything.
Finding ways to articulate the feeling I'm going through. I just can't say I don't love you, 'cause I love you. Yeah, it's hard for me to communicate the thoughts that I hold, but tonight I'm gonna let you know. Let me tell the truth. Baby, let me tell the truth. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking. See it in your eyes. You hate that you want me. Hate it when you cry. You're scared to be lonely, especially in the night. I'm scared that I'll miss you. Happens every time. I don't want this feeling. I can't afford love. I try to find reason to pull us apart. It ain't working, 'cause you're perfect, and I know that you're worth it. I can't walk away. Manipulate the feeling you're going through, but baby girl, I'm not blaming you. Just don't blame me too. Yeah, 'cause I can't take this pain forever, and you won't find no one that's better, 'cause I'm right for you, babe. I think I'm right for you, babe. You know what I'm thinking. See it in your eyes. You hate that you want me. Hate it when you cry. It ain't working, 'cause you're perfect, and I know that you're worth it. I can't walk away. Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah. The distance and the time between us, it'll never change my mind. 'Cause baby, I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Let's give them another round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks, Jimmy. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Angeline, or Anju, as most people know me by, and I am Alyssa's older sister. Growing up with Alyssa was interesting, to say the least. We're a family of 3 kids, and the 3 of us really could not be any more different from one another. My older brother, Tony, he was sitting there, he's no longer there anymore, I don't know. Just goes to show he's more on the reserve side, more quiet. I think I stay true to my middle childness in that I'm somewhere in the middle of an introvert and an extrovert. But Alyssa, who is the baby of the family, has always been referred to as the social butterfly. Alyssa has this outgoing, funny, charismatic personality since literally the day she was born. Even in high school, every time I would pass by her locker, there were always people congregating around her. And I always wondered, why and how is my dorky sister so popular? But as we've gotten older, I've realized that I think some people are just born with this natural magnetic charm that other people just tend to gravitate towards. And Alyssa has always been one of those people. Although I'm Alyssa's older sister, I look up to her in so many ways. She is by far one of the most determined and resilient people I have ever met. She never has let anyone's opinions get in the way of her reaching her goals and achieving what she wants in life. She is bold, full of life and adventure, and I think we could all benefit from looking at life the way that she does. Alyssa is my best friend and the best sister I could have ever asked for. Especially as we've gotten older, I've realized how blessed I am to have her as my sister. Recently, I became a new mom, and that became even more apparent. She has not only been the best auntie to our little guy, she has also been the biggest support system, confidant, to this scared and worried new mom. One of my best friends, Palak, who's also here, she said it well when she said, "Everyone needs an Alyssa in their life." And it's so true. Everyone needs an Alyssa, but not everyone is lucky to have one. And I feel blessed and thankful to not only have one as my friend, but as my sister. Now, Amar. Many people don't know that Amar and I were actually friends way before Alyssa and Amar were ever a thing. Yeah, DPU, because we went to DePaul together. I knew Amar in undergrad to be this funny, smart kid who was in the honors college, who lived with Jimmy and Jerry. And really, that's about it. Although we attended school together, we never really got a chance to know one another. It wasn't until Amar and Alyssa started dating that I got to know this whole other side of Amar. Amar is one of the most positive and optimistic people I have ever met. Hashtag Oli positivity. He is constantly thinking and trying to better himself, not only in his successes, but in who he is as a person. It's something that I truly admire about him. My other favorite thing about Amar is how much he cares about the people in his life. Specifically for us, we've been able to see that firsthand when it comes to how much he loves our son, Elijah. I obviously expected Alyssa to be very involved in her new role as an auntie, but what I didn't see coming was how much Amar put into his relationship with him. Amar usually comes to our house at least once a week to hang out with Elijah. Even if Alyssa and Amar's schedules don't coordinate to come together, Amar still comes by himself, even if it's just to hang out for a little bit. And it might seem small, but it's so appreciated because I think it shows how much both of you give and commit to the people that you love. And I just want both of you to know that it doesn't go unnoticed. Seeing Alyssa and Amar together, it's clear to see the effect they have on one another. They inspire one another and those around them to be the best versions of themselves, and it has been so amazing to see. They are very different from one another on the surface, but their outlook on life, their core values, and their hearts are perfectly aligned. So I'll end with this quote, which is, "Love has nothing to do with what you are expecting to get, only what you are expecting to give, which is everything. So give yourselves to one another, your marriage, and your life together. Remember from this day forward, you have everything you need in each other, and we will always be there to love and support you both. Love you both, and congratulations."
I know classically the best man speech serves as the groom's right-hand man for the wedding, and it really has been a great honor to serve in that role over the last year. But I also think it's his job to show you all how the groom truly is one of the best men out there. Today's best man speech is actually dedicated to our beautiful bride, Alyssa. I'm sorry, Amar, but that's how it's gonna have to be. Because the truth is, he's become the best man I know with your love. In the Pandya house, we have this home video that we watch over and over that we lovingly called the 10-minute tape. It's only about 10 minutes, but it really captures the essence of our family dynamic. The video starts with 2-year-old Amar yelling at our mom with a very concerned story about one of his friends who climbed up the stairs, went into his room without his permission. So 2-year-old Amar clearly had a lot to lose at that age and was very possessive of who comes in and out of his room. Flash forward 5 minutes and into the video where 4-year-old loud, obnoxious Sahil comes into the room and demands that everyone applaud for him because he put his shirt on all by himself. A big accomplishment for a 4-year-old, but one that 2-year-old Amar was not willing to already allow shifting the attention for. As I was mid-story, telling my parents about my milestone achievement, Amar, who was half my size at the time, grabs both sides of my newly put on shirt and tackles me to the ground without provocation. Totally uncalled for, harassment. That was Amar's specialty. Another time, we were in high school and Amar begged me to help him with his essay around the book To Kill a Mockingbird. I started to read his essay, which was absolute garbage, by the way. And I spent nearly 3 hours explaining to him the themes and how he should do a better character analysis to get the points across. About an hour in, I was frantically typing, deleting, and I hear this high-pitched sound next to me. He was actively snoring while I was talking to him. I was furious and stormed out of the room. So I painted you a basic picture, but let me give you some contrast. When I was 7 years old, the neighbor from across the street, Paul, stole my bicycle from me. And I came back to my house to tell my parents about it, and my 5-year-old brother overheard. Before my parents got a chance to react, Amar stormed out of the house, chased Paul down the street, and said, "I'm gonna knock you over, because this is my brother's bike, he's my best friend, and you don't get to steal from him." Paul was filled with terror and never bothered me again. Alyssa, he may harass you from time to time, but I promise you, he'll tackle any fool that gets in your way. Another fond memory I have is when I came back from college for the first time after several months, and I was cleaning out my brother's room to help my mom with eliminating clutter. I found this box of Amar's old essays, and the title of it was My Brother, the Atticus Finch of My Life. For those of you who don't know, Atticus Finch is actually one of the main characters in that essay that I helped him with almost 4 years earlier. He wrote, "It actually wasn't very hard for me to understand the love and the noble character of Atticus, because my brother has shown me this his whole life. I was blown away, because all those years I thought he wasn't listening to me. But I learned in that moment that he was paying attention the whole time. Alyssa, I know it may seem like Amar is in his own world the majority of the time, which is true. But I promise you, he's always listening to you when you think he's not. He's caring for you, respecting for you, and hearing you in every moment. And Alyssa, what can I say about you? Gaining you as a sister has been one of the greatest blessings of our lives. We are so alike in so many ways, and you are the sincerest cheerleader of every single thing that I do and we do. You show me the meaning of celebrating every moment in this life. In Sanskrit, the word daughter-in-law is actually termed putra vadu. Putra means son, and vadu means more than. And Alyssa, from this day forward, we will give you more support than you can ever dream of, more love that you can imagine, and more laughs than you can ever experience. We do this because we love you as our own, but also because we are more because of you. Amar is more because of you. Amar, you really are the best man that I know. So thank you for the opportunity to stand by your side on the happiest day of your life. It's also one of the happiest days of my life. If we could all raise our glasses. Cheers to Amar and Alyssa for a long, healthy marriage.
Alrighty, good evening, everyone. How we doing? All right, yo. First off, I've been drinking. Who else been drinking? We're having a good time. All right. So really quickly, right? I would go around and thank every single one of you, right? But that might take some time. So the first thing I want to do is thank a couple of our vendors that have been so great. So first of all, let's give it a round of applause for Goshal, DJ Crush. Yes, sir. So you know what? Goshal and I have been hanging out recently. We've been chatting. He's been on the spin tables all night long, all weekend long. One more time for Goshal. Let's go. DJ Crush. All right. Secondly, Coach Vito Beats. Manu, where you at? We turned up at the Barat. We're having a good time tonight, yes? So, lastly, I would like to thank Heidi from the Renaissance, who's been so great, so pivotal in allowing us to come together here and put on this great occasion. So, lastly, let's give a round of applause for Heidi from the Renaissance. All right, I'm gonna let it go because I'm gonna do this all night. What's up? You catch me on my stand-up special, Netflix. What's up, baby?
Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down a lot of notches, but we also want to thank our wonderful video and photography team from Golden Hours Photography, Dana, Sally, Robert, Tommy, and the rest of the team here. We are so grateful to all of you for bringing this day to life through pictures and videos we will have forever. Thank you for being patient and so communicative throughout this entire process. And finally, the very last vendor we wanted to make sure we recognized here today is two very special ladies from M&M Events, Jamie Mammon and Tonya Madathil. Let's go! If you are getting married and you don't hire these two as your wedding coordinators, we feel sorry for you because they are the real deal. Tonya and Jamie, we cannot put into words how much we appreciate you and how grateful we are to you both. We will literally never understand how you two manage full-time jobs, babies, husbands, and wedding coordinating, but we've come to understand that there's really nothing you two cannot do. You made us feel like your number one priority since day one, despite all the other things that you have going on in your lives. And we were never worried about things coming together for today because we knew we were in the best hands with you. These two got on a Zoom call with us every single week for more than an hour for the past 3 months so that every part of this day was seamless. Another one of our vendors told us something that really resonated with me, and she said, if you don't treat every client's wedding day as if it were your own wedding day, you're doing it wrong. Tonya and Jamie, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for putting as much care into our wedding as you would for your own. We love you both. I'm gonna hand it off to Amar to do our out-of-town guests and parents.
Yep. So really quickly, right? Everyone from out of town, I just want to go ahead and give a special shout out to all of you, right? I know with all of the travel restrictions, the pandemic stuff, it's been a little bit risky, but I just want to give a quick round of applause to everyone who came in from out of town. Yes. Secondly, our parents. Where's my mom and dad at? I love you guys. You guys have been so great throughout this wedding. Thanks for everything. It's been foundational. I think we've found a new chapter here, and I cannot wait for everything that's yet to come, right? What do you think?
100%. We owe everything to our parents, Nehal Auntie, Mahesh Uncle, Mom and Dad from now on. And Mommy and Daddy, we love you both so much. We couldn't do this without you. We love you.
Yup, and really talk. Shyla, my favorite, my darling. Yo, so really quickly, it's been many years of Shyla Auntie. But after today, I promise, you are Mummy. And lastly, Joseph? Hey, Mr. Matthews, always respect. So listen, and okay, lastly, where's my bridal party at? Alrighty, so to all the ladies, right? A guy like me needs sisters in life. And all of you have taken me in, polished me up, and I feel like I am better for it. So I appreciate every single one of you ladies. Thank you so much. Let's give it one round of applause for all the bridesmaids. And lastly, where are my boys at? Alrighty. So my gentlemen right here give me the strength and the power in life, right? And everything is better because of my gentleman and now my wife. So let's give it one round of applause for my boys. And I'm out.
All right, I promise we are almost done. We are definitely nearing the end of our thank yous, but before we do so, we need to thank a very special group of people here today. A group of people who we feel have literally carried this wedding on their backs since September of 2019. And this group is none other than our truly amazing siblings, Sahil, Arti, Anju, Anoop, and Tony. Whether it was listening to us vent about wedding stress, teaching us dances, coordinating pre-wedding events such as the proposal, bridal shower, bachelor party, and so many more, we have truly been blessed with the most amazing siblings. We honestly don't know how we could have done any of this without your constant help, support, and love, and we'll never forget the amount of stress you took from our shoulders so we could enjoy today. Finally, last but certainly not least, can I please have Sahil come up here for one more second? All right. Can we just give this man here another round of applause? This is a man who literally asks for absolutely no credit or recognition ever, but who played the most pivotal role in this wedding as officiator, best man, brother of the groom, master choreographer, and planner. For those of you who do not know this, Sahil is a pulmonologist, so while he was treating COVID patients in the heart of the pandemic last year and saving lives and having one of the roughest years someone in healthcare has probably ever faced, he was also researching ideas for our ceremony, planning Amar's bachelor party, looking for wedding bangles at Devon for me, and fighting with vendors about pani puri for us. And he did all this not only with the utmost grace and patience, but also with a smile on his face. Every time he would FaceTime us, it wouldn't be about how hard work was or how much he had going on. It was always, how are you guys? What can I do to help you with wedding planning? You know, my mom always says, you know, Snehal really raised the best two boys. Those two are angels. And I feel like the luckiest girl. Yeah, Snehal, yeah. And I truly feel like the luckiest girl in the whole world because I got one of those boys as my husband and the other as my older brother. And I don't think it can get much better than that. Thank you, Sahil, for everything. Amar and I love you.
Well done, bro. Well done.
All right, we're out.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amar Pandya. I've got my coffee with me, ready to start this podcast called the Pandya Express 2021 that I'm looking to launch. Only positive vibes here, so thanks for tuning in. Before we get started, let me do a little level set. Today's podcast actually has a guest here with me, so let me stop and turn it over to her. So thanks so much for joining. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Alyssa Matthews, officially Amar's wife as of September 18th. Things I love include Drake, fitness, binging reality TV, and everything olive green. If you put ketchup within 10 feet of me, I will definitely have a problem with you. So, Amar, what is the topic of today?
You know, I'm actually glad you asked. I thought, since the audience doesn't know it well, I thought we could tell our love story today. What do you think?
Well, to do that, we gotta start from the beginning, I think. Let's go back to the early 90s when you were single, pre-Alyssa, and living your best life. Word on the street is that you were quite the dancer, even had some performances at Sweet 16s and graduation parties. Amar, there's no doubt that you were straight up a space cowboy.
Is this a beginning or beginning of the end? Well, I've got other thoughts, my friends. See, I got my eyes on the skies, the heavenly bodies of light. And if you're in the mood
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, get those hands clapping. Hey, 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 here we go. What?
Dang, Amar, you had some style back then, didn't you? Not sure many can measure up to the space cowboy moves.
Haha, thanks. I appreciate you. But let's get back to getting to know you. So these are the things that I already know about your childhood. You're the youngest of 3 children, you have always had the biggest, curliest hair, and your favorite ice cream flavor since you were a kid has always been rainbow sherbet.
Yep, all true.
I also heard through the grapevine that you loved watching a certain teenage drama TV series.
Not quite sure what you're talking about, Amar.
Does the complicated relationships of high school teens who are also vocalists, dancers, and part of a glee club ring a bell?
You know, it's interesting to look back on our childhoods and realize that 2 people with completely different personalities ended up crossing paths in ways that were the most unexpected. I still remember our first walk at Benedictine together. I just knew that day there was something special about you.
Even more than that, though, do you remember when we started talking on the phone almost every night?
Oh, you mean when you transformed into a chipmunk after you got your wisdom teeth removed?
I think chipmunk is a bit aggressive, but I won't argue that my cheeks were supersized for a good week. From what I recall, though, you looked forward to those calls every single night. Seems like if I was able to get you to fall in love with me with my cheeks swollen, you were into me way earlier than you let on. Let me remind you what it was like when I wouldn't pick up your phone calls.
Here we go, hey!
हो गया तेरे नाल घूमे नू बड़ा दिल मेरा करदा तेरे नाल घूम लू तेरे हाथ विच हाथ होवे मेरे दिल नू सुकून ना वे कल रात सीन बनाया है तेरे नाल मैं तां घूमने नू जाना है जिद्दां भी तेरा मूड बन जे कम तेरा मैनू फोन कमाउणा है कल राती दा भी सीन बनाया है तेरे नाल मैं तां घूमने नू जाना है जिद्दां भी तेरा मूड बन जे कम तेरा मैनू फोन कमाउणा है right now, right now, right now, right now I just wanna see you now, right now, right now, right now जी करदा तैनू मिलने नू मैनू दस जाए फोन तेरा ना कर मैनू SMS कॉल
I guess you weren't wrong. Those phone calls definitely were the highlight of my evenings. Do you remember, though, the first time I met your family, especially Appa and Amma? Dude, I was so nervous.
To be honest, I was worried for you, man. No South Pole shorts or wrinkled DePaul t-shirts were going to cut it with Appa and Amma. It was sweet, though, because it seemed like they loved you nearly immediately. And after getting approval from the family, it was like you transformed with this new Molu energy. It looked a little bit like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get those hands clapping. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. Hey.
പച്ചക്കിളിക്കൊരു കൂട് പച്ചക്കറി വഴിയുള്ള കൂട് ആ പച്ചക്കിളിക്കൊരു കൂട് പച്ചക്കറി വഴിയുള്ള കൂട് കണ്ണാളൻ കെട്ടുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ അത് നിന്നെ പൂട്ടാനാണല്ലോ തുടക്കം മാംഗല്യം.
Here we go. Wait. Let's go.
ജീവിതം
Hands up. Hey, 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 hey.
നിന്നെ ജീവിതം തുടക്കം മാംഗല്യം തന്തുനാനേന നിന്നെ ജീവിതം തുന്തനാനേന.
It's like those moves were in your blood, Amar. It really has been beautiful seeing our families come together over the last couple of years.
But Alyssa, do you remember when you met my Gujarati family for the first time? My family is huge, and we are all full of energy. We even got you to come to Garba with us. It's like as soon as you got the approval from my family, you became the Garba queen. Let me remind you what you look like.
Our love story has been beautiful, full of happiness, laughter, and endless memories. Watching us grow together has been nothing short of amazing, and seeing the love that has grown between us and our families has been like a dream come true.
You are spot on, and thanks for the walk down memory lane. Thanks for inviting me on this Pandya Express 2021 podcast. I've got some sparkling water here for you for your next podcast, and I've got just one last surprise for you until the next time.
रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाई।
Make some noise for Alyssa one time.
रघुवर तेरी राह निहारे रघुवर तेरी राह निहारे सातों जन्म से सिया घर मोरे परदेसिया आओ पधारो पिया घर मोरे परदेसिया आओ पधारो पिया लग जावे सारी रात नींद न आवे मैनू बड़ा पावे दिल चैन कहीं ना पावे 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 लग जावे सारी रात नींद न आवे मैनू बड़ा पावे दिल चैन कहीं ना पावे पावे पावे
Dame lo que yo seré, una botella no seré, en la chori tiene seré, seguro y mami la rompe, ella tiene algo que hace que a mí me guste, ella tiene algo que hace que a mí me guste, दुनिया को खुद से अलग करके रख लूंगा तुझको मैं हक
Here we go, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get loud. Here we go. Hey. All right, fellas. Like I said, the party's just getting started. Hey, hey.
Two shots,
ओ साकी 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 पास लगाए तू बारिश बाकी ओ साकी 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 पास लगाए बारिश बाकी
All right, fellas, let's get this.
कनाडा अमेरिका इंडिया ते इंग्लैंड वे सारी मैं दुनिया दिखा दूं पुराने नवे शहर वे एयर कनाडा अमेरिका इंडिया ते इंग्लैंड वे सारी मैं दुनिया दिखा दूं पुराने नवे शहर वे सौ मीलां ते चढ़ा के सारा आसमान दिखा के पायलट मैं बन जू तेरा बन जा मेरी फ्लाइट अटेंडेंट पायलट मैं बन जू तेरा बन जा मेरी फ्लाइट अटेंडेंट मेरे जहाज विच बैके रहे नी टप ले मेरे बोली उत्ते नच ले नी उड़ ले मेरे जहाज विच बैके रहे नी टप ले मेरे बोली उत्ते नच ले
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this rattle party's getting started. Hey, 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 let's go.
Só que a profissão das minas
Slow it down.
ओ एक तेरे संग यारा अख लड़
There he is.
अख लड़ लड़ के
There he is. Let's go. Hey.
एक तेरे संग यारा अख लड़ने लगी अख लड़ के आगे बढ़ने लगी ओ तेरे दिल के इशारे ये तो पढ़ने लगी लड़ के आगे बढ़ने लगी ओ मुंडा जिद पे अड़ा ओ तेरे पीछे पड़ा ओ मुंडा जिद पे अड़ा तेरे पीछे पड़ा मेरे नाल कर ले जरा दिल देना दिल लेना
That's right.
दिल देना दिल लेना
What?
Diamonds
Diamonds in the face crushed up, I can see it. Diamonds in the face crushed up, I can see it. Diamonds in the face crushed up, I can see it. Diamonds in the face crushed up, I can see it. Diamonds in the face, diamonds in the face. Have a ticket for my rich spill, so be it.
That's right.
I put 5 pointers in the face, you can see it. I just put my whole damn arm in the fridge. 10 chains on, Lucky Charm on the shit.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
मेरे इशारे पे तो दिन दिन नाचा जो ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड हो गया नासिक के ढोल पे धन 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 नाचा तो सबका दी एंड हो गया मेरे इशारे पे तो दिन दिन नाचा जो ट्विटर पे ट्रेंड हो गया नासिक के ढोल पे धन 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 नाचा तो सबका दी एंड हो गया
That's right. Here we go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Make some noise for this amazing family. 1, 2, 3.